of the night. Hell yeah, I have absolutely loved working with this next comic. Please give a very warm Annoyance welcome to Jovan Bravo!
How's everybody doing? My name is Jovan. Let's tell some jokes. So, Groundhog Day is slowly becoming my favorite holiday. For those of you who don't know how Groundhog Day works, it's one day we all get together, we all get dressed up, they bring news cameras out, everyone's peaceful and unified, and we all come to watch a groundhog come up out the ground, go back in, and from that we know if we have 6 more weeks of winter or spring is coming 6 weeks earlier. And it doesn't have to say a word. That's exactly how I want the next 3 years of Trump's presidency. I just want us to get together, bring the cameras out, he pops up out of a hole, doesn't say a word, and just leaves. If I could get that 3 more times and never have to see him again, I'm all for it. We can even treat like the Met Gala and all get dressed up. I will wear Valentino suit, chest me all out. I'm all for it. Lots of people in here. Any couples in here? No, okay, that's great. Just gonna hit. So, it's Valentine's Day. I went through it single, hoping for my own little meet cute, and it actually kind of happened. With the maintenance man in my building. So how it started was, he came and fixed the heat of my apartment, and before he left, he started to mansplain to me how air pressure works in my apartment. So I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird, mansplaining. I don't know if we're in a relationship or just going through all the steps of a toxic relationship. The next time he came around, he did a little job in the apartment, left his tools there, didn't come to pick them up. So I'm like, all right, cool. Leaving their stuff in my place. Still a little bit weird, but I'm like, am I overthinking it? The third time, there was random pop-ups. The third time, there was random pop-ups. Hey, just want to see how you're doing. Don't need anything, but just want to know if everything's good. I'm like, all right, okay. 14th popped around. Nothing. Didn't see him, didn't hear from him at all. But on the 15th, though, got a knock on my door. The maintenance guy said, hey, sorry I couldn't come by yesterday. I really apologize. I wanted to swing by, but I was busy with work, and I just want to get my tools so I could go. I'm like, okay, packing stuff up. And then he said, hey, catch you around. Then I said to myself, I said, oh, I was overthinking. It wasn't like a weird, toxic, unspoken relationship. I was the side piece. No, it's fine. So I'm used to it at this point. So, I shout out to everyone who smokes in here. Any weed smokers in here? Yeah. I love how commercial and how fun the weed buying experience how far it's come in the last 15 years, right? I mean, back then, it's a whole different experience. Back then, you call the dealer up, you meet them in the shadiest alley that you've ever seen, right? And it wasn't even a face-to-face transaction. You just meet them on the side of a building, slip them a 5, and you get what you get. You don't even know what you're getting. Nowadays, the experience has like elevated. Now you have like colorful dispensaries. The weed or the strains have all these cute names, Strawberry Dreams, Mimosa. And they even give you a card, a little membership card that you visit 5 times, right? And then in your 6th visit, you get like a free ounce or something. So they really want you to come back. And honestly, at this point, I don't even get high off of weed. I get high off the experience of buying weed. It's like the war on drugs, forget the cartels. The war on drugs really lost to excellent customer service. It's hard to say no to drugs, right? When every time you leave, you're treated like a guest on the, like a celebrity walking down the spirit tunnel. Like every time I leave, there goes Joe. That's his name. Next time you're back, try out cocaine. Like, sign me up. That's how I would do that. Sign me up. So yeah, it's tax season coming up. Hopefully you're doing your taxes. I filed mine. I actually owe $500. I'm not paying it, so fuck you, Elon. But So I did my taxes, helping my mom with her taxes. She's older, I'm the only child, and I saw she only had $20,000 left in her savings account. I'm like, Mom, that is not enough money to live out the rest of your life comfortably, you know. And she's like, no, she's Caribbean, so she's stuck in her ways. She's like, no, this is fine, you know. I have enough. And I said, well, I'm trying to raise the stakes. I said, okay, Mom, so what if I get kidnapped? How are you gonna pay my rent? And she said in her quiet, motherly voice, I'll be fine. I'm not going to pay them everything they want. I can negotiate. And I'm like, okay, I don't know how you're gonna negotiate your son's life. Held for ransom. She goes, I have experience. Remember that time when you were young and I walked into the BMW dealership and they gave me a price and I said, I'm standing firm on this price, and I didn't walk out there until I got what I wanted? I said, yeah, I remember that. But you drive a Corolla. Thank you, everybody. My name is Joe.
Thank you so much for coming out to Annoyance Theater. Give it up once again for all the comments you saw tonight.